この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Yu Hakusho, starting with episode 77 and probably going on to episode 78. Last week we ended up watching 3 episodes instead of 2, probably because I was informed beforehand that that was a good idea, and it turned out to be a really good idea because holy crap. We started off last week's trio of episodes with episode 74, which was fantastic and super well and interestingly edited and put together and directed. Thank you, Shimbo. And focused on our fight with Doctor, this evil doctor guy who was doctoring it up in the hospital and really causing some problems. We defeated him by getting him out of his territory, blasting him the fuck out of here, and there was a process of a whole bunch of really cool fighting and a really, really cool animation and really cool everything to make that happen. Then we moved along to Kuwabara, who found himself trapped by Seaman, who it turns out is a man of the sea, and also not a man. He looks like he's like 12. But this guy summoned some water beasts and chose to attack Kuwabara's friends, which was not a very good idea because Kuwabara reawakened his abilities when his friends were endangered, and that worked really well. Seaman also realized in that process that this Kuwabara may just be the one that they need to get rid of the particular weird spirity barrier thing that's causing problems for them. So now Kuwabara is also a piece in their pocket. Probably we'll see how they work around that, but that's gonna be bad. We brought Seaman home and then asked him some questions, did ourselves a little interrogation, and came to discover a few important things in different moments, but I'm just going to wrap it all up together because it makes more sense that way. Sensui, Shinobu Sensui, was once the spirit detective of Earth, or the area, it's something like that. He was a spirit detective, and that makes some of his ways of acting kind of fall into place, and it makes some of why Koenma's been so touchy fall into place as well. It also creates a really interesting clash between him and Yusuke, because they're both people with the same role who've taken very different paths, and chosen very different paths of like pursuing their job. And Sensui's path is throw it all away and also Chapter Black. So what is Chapter Black? Chapter Black is a VHS tape with hours and hours and hours of wait a second, VHS tapes can't hold that much footage. Hours and hours, just a few hours. No, it's a magic VHS tape of hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of all of humanity's most awful exploits, all of our horror and our pain and our suffering that we cause to ourselves. Evil, evil creatures we humans shall be. And effectively, as told to us in the show, anybody who watches this tape turns against humanity as a whole, becomes fully like nihilistic and brutal, and decides that any alternative that gets rid of all humans and punishes all humans is a good thing, also self-included, because you feel like you're part of the terribleness as well. So it's this whole whirlwind of guilt and shame and self-hatred and misandry. No, wait, no, misandry is the wrong thing. Misanthropy. There we go. Misandry is being against men specifically. It's the flip of misogyny. Right. But misanthropy and hatred of humankind and all of our exploits, good and bad. That's really dark, Togashi. That's some stuff there, bud. Wow. So I've had that brewing in the back of my mind for this whole week that we've taken that we've had in between these couple of episodes. I will also, I don't know. I don't even know if I should bring it up. But I feel like I need to. 2 days ago, the cat that lived here at the house passed away. Went from healthy that morning to sick to the hospital to euthanized within the course of like 8 hours. Went from healthy cat who was hanging out with me and stealing my warmth early in the morning because that's what cats do, to no longer being here. And that has been rough for the last couple of days, and maybe more rough for some of the other people who are at this house, but it still really sucks. And so I didn't record Kyousougiga yesterday because I was not in any way going to do that. But at this point, there's only so much time that I can spend wallowing in grief, and so I have to turn my attention to something else and get some work done and feel productive. I'm not trying to say anything about that. It's just something that's on my mind and is probably going to color the way that I interpret things. So I thought you should probably know. Anyway, yeah. Oh man, I fully lost. See, this is what I mean. I fully lost my train of thought because I went off onto that. Yeah, grief sucks, loss sucks, death sucks. But it is what it is. I know. Part of the reason that I want to bring it up is because, like, I know how this will play out for me over the next days and weeks. Like, at some point, this loss and this recognition of mortality will become a driving force behind me, become something that I can harness and something that I can turn into, like, a recognition of my own mortality and reflect upon and recognize as, like, I don't know, like a fire in my belly that this world is impermanent and that there's only so much time to do something of value, and that usually inspires me into doing things of value, as much as I possibly can. But that time is not now, and for now, it just sucks, and so that just sucks. Anyway, I don't mean to bring down the mood, but the mood is already kind of down, and we did just find out about the horrors of everything in the world, and so it kind of fits in a weird way. Shogunai, it is what it is. Regardless, we are going to watch some Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't know what comes next from Yu Yu Hakusho. We just had this huge reveal of a bunch of, like, we just discovered our villains' primary motivations and how they work, all of that jazz. One question that like itches at the back of my mind a little bit is, did Sensui, in the course of his duty as spirit detective, get shown the chapter black tape and that's what convinced him? Or did something else happen that caused him to go and seek that out as a tool? We don't really know, and I don't necessarily expect that we'll find out quickly, but it is a little bit of a curiosity. If the chapter black tape itself is the source of most of his crew's ideals and their reasons for thinking the way that they do, is Sensui the same, or is he different, or did he come to these conclusions on his own and then use the chapter black tape to reinforce it? How did that all play out? How did he become disillusioned with the idea of being spirit detective? And what exactly did we mean by his strong sense of right and wrong? Some people have commented on that in the or mentioned that in the comments, that they think that the idea of a strong sense of right and wrong is pretty easy to explain. It means hard lines that cannot be crossed. But I don't know if that's necessarily true for Sensui. I would assume that it is, because they're probably people who've already seen the show. But I'm curious to know how he defines what is right, more than I am curious to know how hard his lines are. Because to me, morality as a fluid and personal and subjective thing that must be judged in each case is like an innate part of the way that I view the world. And so I want to understand how this character, Sensui, sees the world in those terms, if at all. I'm just curious about him, and that's to be expected, because look at him. Look at him. Listen to his voice. How can you not be curious about Shinobu Sensui? Especially now that we know that he's got this whole past behind him and has thrown away a certain level of, I guess, duty and a certain code, or he believes that he's still following that code in a weird, twisted way. Either way, it's fascinating, and so I want to find out more. So, again, I don't know what to expect from the next couple of episodes. I don't really remember a clear setup for what was going to come next, but we've got a whole bunch of information and ideas to hash through and to see how our characters will hash through. So, I'm excited to find out more and excited to see where this goes. Let's watch episode 77 of Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah. All right, two versions of this video, picture-in-picture version in the description, timer-based version up on YouTube, beep beep timer to help you sync yourself up, coming at you right now. Gatekeeper. Black Angel. Kuwabara. I shouldn't laugh at Kuwabara, he's a badass. We all know it. Bad move. Bum. Wow, we haven't done that kind of thing. That's cool. Like transitioning out of the intro into like a line by a character. That's cool. I don't know what the title is, so. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, focus. Oh. We haven't seen Botanya for a while. Hi, Koenma. What are you diving into? Oh, hi, George. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Come on, we can't disguise George? Oh, Jesus. Yes, that looks real bad, George. Way worse than you think. We can't do a disguisey thing on George? Come on. What do you mean, the time for me? Like the end? Aww. Aww. Oh, we're gonna need more of those. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna need them. Oh, hi, Koenma. Yeah, these are exactly the questions that I want at the end. Okay. I don't really think it's probably not Koenma's fault. Hmm. Just could do that? Dude, we're getting Sensui flashback. We're gonna find out, aren't we? Uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Sure. Sure. Okay. Got it. So he can't rationalize things on the line. Oh. What? You Wait, what? You did what? Why? But why? Yeah, do explain. Oh, it was Sakyo. Or was he not part of it then? That's where his fortune came from? Whoa! Oh! That's pretty gray. Wait, that's Gatekeeper. I think it's Gatekeeper. Okay. We're gonna get a badass Sensui sequence. Okay. Yeah, it is Itsuki. Oh. Uh. Oh. The evil of men, eh? Got it. Got it. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. Slaughter. Oh. Okay. That's a picture. Okay. They were all demons. Not one soul. He lacked clear definitions, man. That actually makes sense. Brilliant! Oh, he's been planning, man. Planning. Yeah. Or is dead. So. You gotta stop doing that, Sensui. You gotta stop doing that, man. Watch out for Sniper, dude. Oh boy. Are we gonna fight him in broad day? Like, what is this gonna, how is this, wait, what? Okay. Duck. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Fucking dice, man. Do you not see the dice? Oh, do you have a fucking tracking device? God damn it. God fucking damn it. How could we not notice? Well, shit. Observant feet. Reading his lips. Yeah. Observant feet. Nightbird? What did he say? Oh, sniper. Duh. Kuwabara. No, Kuwabara. Jesus. Never learns. God damn it, Yusuke. The power to cut between realms. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Crap. Kuwabara? Is this right now, or is this a vision of the potential? That's gotta be a vision of the potential, right? He didn't just do that, right? Right, okay. Bye! Hi, never mind, he's not leaving. Dude, he's just gonna try to keep you occupied, man. So, what are Sensui's abilities, after all? We have no idea. We've seen him slash stuff. We've seen him barrier stuff. Doubt it. I don't think it's either. Oh. That's a lot of... Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Hello. Can we get a Hiei, please? Yo. Fuck. Mm-hmm. What are you gonna do, Mitari? Not good. There aren't, though. The street's empty, though. Why is it empty? Keiko, no, 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 no! Get the fuck away! Back the fuck up, girl! Shit, 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 shit. God fucking damn it. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Solid. Don't need no bravery here. Stay the fuck back. And you're the target. Totally unknowns. Right. Could be over in a second. Shit. Don't go easy. Go 100% out the gate, fam. End it before it starts. Oh, that's too badass. Don't be that badass. You're scared. I'm scared. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm. Uh. We're gonna end the episode right here, right? Yup. They'll take Kuwabara. Fuck. Oh boy. I don't think so. I don't think so, kid. I don't think so, kid. Kicks. That is a fully different style. Oh, I don't want to know. But I do want to know, which is why we're watching the next episode. Woo. Holy macaroni. Well, we got a whole bunch of the answers that I actually wanted. Like, who was Sensui before? How did he get changed? Was it the chapter black tape itself? No. Cool. It was Sakio. God damn it, Sakio. You're dead. You're not supposed to still be a villain. Grr. So, Sensui had a hardline morality of right and wrong, which he attributed to demons versus humans. He then saw humans doing bad and was like, oh no, my whole overly simplistic definition of morality falls apart. Wah. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll buy that. I'll take it. Yeah, no, I'll take it. It does, the problem is that he had a really shitty definition of morality, right? Oh, humans are moral and demons are not. Ta-da! That describes everything in the world. Whee! It's hyper simplistic, and of course it would fall apart, but that's the point. Yeah, all right, I'll buy it. I'll bite. That's viable. That's fine. This is another of those episodes that does a whole lot of exposition work, but manages to be extraordinarily interesting all the way through because the tidbits that are actually being thrown at us are alternately really intriguing or genuinely horrifying. That's wonderful. Like the line where Sensui looks up at Itsuki while standing covered in blood in a pool of blood, looks up at him and says, "Not a single soul left. There were no humans when I arrived," is a really, really, really concise exploration. Like, who is this character? They're not humans. Humans are moral and just. These are not. Ergo, no souls here. All demons. Kill them all. Easy peasy. Wow. Wow. That fucking sucks. That blows. And Koenma blames himself for it to an extent. This was a really good episode. I wonder who's in charge of this one. I'll bet it's one of the people that we've praised in the past, who falls into that category of people who have directed a whole shitload of Yu Hakusho episodes and are pretty good at it, you know? Like one of those. I am curious enough to look it up now. Let me do that. It's Akihiro Enomoto on storyboard and Shigeru Ueda on direction, and they are precisely that. They are those people who have shown up in a fuck ton of episodes and done a whole bunch of pretty darn good stuff. There's also some scattering of really interesting stuff all throughout. Like this cut of the ogre running up at first struck me for a second as something a little bit more than usual. I don't know. And then the walk cycle that they go through once they actually start walking is kind of interesting as well. Not like hyper impressive, but kind of interesting. The ogre and Koenma gags continue to grow in my estimation, partly because they're like building on top of previous gags with the George thing, which has become wonderful, and the whole like trying to go be among humans. That sucks for Oni. That sucks for George. And we split ourselves into two groups and begin to converse about the questions in play. These visuals of ghosts and stuff fighting Sensui, the big faux background animated sequence here, which is not actually background animated, is it? I don't believe it is. I think that we just had like we have a zoom and a pull out. Yeah, that's clever. That's clever. It doesn't actually shift or change. It's just a still frame that we zoom out of in a way that's close enough to look like it's background animated, which is really clever. Yeah, he fucking explodes demons all the time. This one sequence, actually, I have to mention it. It reminds me of like the first scene in not Hirawaka, One Punch Man. Had to go like hero, but punchy dude, One Punch Man. That one. You know, the first villain that appears who's like, I am the sludge of the world. I am all the poison and toxin. That's what this reminds me of. Comparative analysis is terrible, but I'm still doing it. And geez, even as like a teenager.
You've come to me like countless before you with selfish
Oh.
and spiteful souls.
Oh.
And just like them, you've been judged.
Oh, wow. So he is the judge. Nail. Nalan. Really, like, Naku, really, I have trouble with this because I'm currently rereading the Stormlight Archive because I sent it to a friend and he's reading it, and so as he's reading it, I've been reading ahead beyond him so that I can talk to him about all the stuff that he's reading, because his mind is just being blown. But there's a character, Nail, Nalan, one of the heralds, who has like dark skin and a very particular birthmark, which Sensui has kind of darkish skin and a very particular mark, and is entirely obsessed with justice and hard lines of justice, and that is exactly what Nail is. Nail is the herald of justice and law, and makes some significant mistakes because of that. Huge mistakes. It's interesting. It's definitely something where the two characters have kind of begun to blend in my mind, and that's really unfortunate because I need to divorce them from one another because they're totally separate characters without even the same ideas behind them. They just happen to align in certain ways. But hot damn, he's a badass and terrifying, which is great for a build-up to our first real face-to-face encounter with this guy, you know? So we began exploring this portal, and I thought at first that Koenma was explaining it that like, oh, we of the spirit world knew about and kept this small portal going. No, not what he meant. This was the Black Club with a bunch of powerful psychics, allowing small demons through to sell them as bodyguards and other things, torture victims. Whoa! Now that's more interesting than I expected. That's right on the money. That's some good stuff. That's some humans are the ones bringing demons into this world and like profiting off of them, which is the real evil. Maybe, yeah. I mean, it's not the kind of thing that would cause somebody to snap the way that we need to cause Sensui to snap. We need to have that moment of being unable to fathom what is happening in order for him to reshape his morality into something twisted. And that maybe wouldn't do it. It wouldn't be enough. He has to walk into the feast of horrors and vice and blah, 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 right? But this has an underlying thing, the idea that Sakio, or the rest of the Black Club, was bringing demons in and selling them, literally profiting from evil, maybe has a bit more nuance to it, right? Like, you can take a pretty quick parallel and go like, oh, a lot of people think that weapons are evil. Great. Or hard drugs are evil. They're things that twist people. They're things that cause pain, cause death, cause destruction. So an arms dealer or a drug lord could be a real-world reflection of someone like Sakio, right? Someone who profits off of bringing evil into the world and spreading it is a pretty solid metaphor for a lot of bad people in the world, right? That works. But that's not the way that we go with it, and that's okay. It might be a stronger way to go with it, but again, we need the snap moment. We need that ting. Still, it's interesting, and there's enough nuance to it that it's something. It's smart. Togashi's come up with some ideas here, some good ideas, and wrapping Sakio up into the backstory as somebody manipulating behind the scenes, someone who manipulated Toguro in certain ways and is now manipulating Sensui with, even though he's dead, right? That's fascinating. Okay, so we discovered that Itsuki and Sensui were partners long before the formation of his group of 7 and blah blah. They run like total badasses. Holy shit, look at this running. So much better than Naruto Ninja running, honestly. I guess, actually, I say that, but then Itsuki is 100% Naruto Ninja running with the sleeves flailing behind him. Or maybe he's doing that thing where he doesn't have his arms in the sleeves, and the sleeves are just hanging, and he's just like, running. It's a very funny image on Itsuki. I am going to keep calling him Itsuki instead of Itsuki, because I think it's more right, but I'm not entirely sure. It just sounds right. Oh, there was something about the... How did the voice actor even do that? Is it through the teeth for the first portion? Crazy. Regardless, lots of shmeary things. Images of Sensui flying past the moon like he's been shot out of a bow, kind of, in my mind is how I see it. That's super cool. And we open on the heart of the revel. Yeah, I'm gonna make a lot of Stormlight references. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to not. Like, it's Ashurtmarn, right? It's the heart of the fucking revel. It is that, right? It is. But it's not, obviously. But he finds horror. And we see sound waves coming from people. We see demons being brutally tortured. And so what we heard some lines from Sensui earlier that the whole thing that humans want really is just to hurt other things. And that's not good, so we gotta stop that. Yeah, totally makes sense. He flips around a bunch. The whole world flips around a bunch. He finds Gray. I will also mention that there is some exceptional color work all throughout this scene. And also just like framing and decision work. The sequence of him running up and the doors springing open and the pull out from the door that we do. We hit here and then we like pull in slowly to it. But the frame of it feels very Kawajiri-y, you know? Like a little bit Kawajiri-esque. And I dig that. I dig that kind of contrast in frame. Of like this bright doorway swinging open and him silhouetted against this bright light behind and darkness ahead. It says something. It's got something to it. It's nice. Honestly, most of this sequence I could take or leave. It's fine. It does its job. The one that really stands out to me is this one, because this is a brutal contraption and brutal idea that they're like literally crushing a demon via gears while its like hands are bound above its head. That is genuinely horrifying. I mean, they all are, but Jesus. So, he is twisted and broken in this moment. Also a great speedline scream. Rah. Hey, that's a name for a thing that we see pretty often, isn't it? Speedline scream. I like the ring of that, and we see it often enough that it's kind of a thing. A speedline scream. Yeah, I mean, you understand what it is. Character goes to deep emotions, and whatever they are, we show it via them against a speedline background instead of any other way of doing it. That's pretty cool. Okay. Maybe we'll keep an eye out for that kind of thing in the future. Make it a thing. The speedline scream. I don't know. Regardless, he goes on a murder rampage because vengeance and actually justice is how he would view it, not vengeance. Justice. Big difference. And this is the most striking of the scenes. Red on black, red on skin. They go very far to make sure that his hands are the brightest of crimson, right? Literally red-handed. Not a single one. Cold, dead eyes. Oh boy. So then he stole the tape and disappeared for 10 years. Nobody knows where he went. It's real bad. Excellent. And he's here. Again, I said it when it happened, but Sensui, you gotta stop doing this, man. You're freaking everybody out. Seriously. Nobody's gonna invite you to the parties if you keep showing up on other people, like across from people on a balcony and then having your friends shoot dice at them. This isn't how we form friendships, Sensui. This is not how it works. God damn it, Sensui. But it is what it is, and he is here to fight. More specifically, he's here to draw Kuwabara out and get what he needs, because that's more important. Yeah, Kuwabara senses what's going on, dives out of the way. Holy shit, never have I been more afraid of dice, and I roll dice I roll dice all the time, and there's a pretty good chance that I could kill my player characters if I roll the wrong dice. So, I get scared of dice. But damn, not that scared of dice. That's terrifying. Okay, the assault begins. Kuwabara jumps into action. We find out that the dude is bugged, even though we've gone through his clothing. Come on, we've gone through his clothing. We should have found the bug. Blah. Blah. Whatever, it's fine. And off we go. So, yeah, off we go. We got a new power. This was unclear to me. I should have supposed that this is just a vision of what could be in the future and not Kuwabara swinging a sword around right now. It's not the most clear thing, but I should have been smarter, is how that should have gone. Yeah. Gosh golly. Sensui's little smug smile. Fucking Smuggles, man. Now, I know that he has graduated from being Smuggles into being fully Shinobu Sensui, right? Like, there is respect here coming from me toward this character. And fear. Respect and fear. I was going to say equal measure, but no, more fear than respect after this episode. The fact that he was unable to define a more useful form of morality than, oh, humans good, demons bad, takes away a little bit of the respect for him. Just a smidge. But definitely fear. Yeah, I fear him, but he's still so Smuggles. Fucking smug. Smuggest boy. We're also having a fight in the middle of the day in the street, which is crazy. I know we got it mentioned before, oh, some, innocent people could get hurt in the crossfire. A couple things about that. One, Sensui doesn't think anybody's innocent. Everybody deserves to die. So collateral damage actually helps him get closer to his goal, which is terrifying. Means that what it means is that we end up in asymmetric warfare, not in the traditional definition of asymmetric warfare. What I mean by that is instead that he is willing to destroy large swaths of human population in order to get to his goals, and our heroes have to jump around and save everybody, and that slows them down. This is one of the classic ways that you make your villains villainous, and also the ways that you make your heroes, who are generally more powerful than your villains in a lot of stories, specifically comics, superhero comics, Western superhero comics. I gotta refine it down real smoothly, right? The villain is willing to destroy cities and whatever, and put people in harm's way in order to forestall the hero's approach. And Sensui is willing to do that, which is great. That's good. That means that he can put conundrums in front of our characters and force them to actually consider their actions before, well, acting. We also see all of the things that Sensui put upon Morita? I forgot his name. Seaman. All the stuff that he put upon him. This is what humans do. They torture. They're evil. They're bad. You were just suffering at their hands. No sweat, bud. We all are. But we intercut all of those moments with the moments of seeing Kuwabara pick him up from the floor and drag him to this house. That kind of kindness and compassion is not explained by Sensui's worldview. It's a missing piece that he could dismiss, but it does itch at the back of your mind, doesn't it? Why did Kuwabara pick you up? Could it be that honor is not dead, only hidden? Ooh, spooky dooky. Luckily, the boy survives the day so far in order to potentially find out. And our boys square off. I love this sequence. It's a real simple technique just to bounce everything into these little frames. It happens a bunch of times as they all discuss their options and choices. But man, oh man, we cut to Yusuke's face. Gets that his own Smuggles on, Smugness versus smugness. Who will win the battle of the smug boys? I don't know. Probably Yusuke eventually, but it will probably not go well at first. Like stories. Hey, what can you say? People start glowing at each other. They start running in a random direction next to each other. You gotta love it. Sensui's got much longer legs than Yusuke, which is great. He just starts pulling ahead. And we decide to face him head on because we have to, right? We have to. This cut is fully background animated and actually background animated. And then Sensui faints. He feigns being caught off guard. Yusuke moves quickly. Sensui pretends at shock. Yusuke dives in for the killing blow or something. And it was a lie. Sensui's better than you are. Much better. And he goes to kick at Yusuke's head, we assume. Why? Because Sensui fights with his feet, and we know that. You know how we know that? Because it's in the OP. Yusuke uses a spirit gun in his fists. Sensui kicks a ball of prismatic spray lightning blob. He's a soccer player. Or worse. Maybe he's a taekwondo? Capoeira? I don't know. But I guess we'll maybe find out. He did previously, though, like in his child self and his teen self, he used his hands, though. He was slicing at stuff. So I wonder if something has changed there. Either way, having an interesting fighting style for Sensui is a cool idea. I mean, we had Mr. Shoulder Pads himself, who came at us with the grand shoulder pads of doom, and also the rock flicking of power. Gosh, Toguro is such a badass, and in context, he's so terrifying. But then you step away from Toguro for a moment, he's so goofy. He's so goofy. He's Mr. Shoulder Pads with the rock slinging of power. But he's so terrifying at the same time. I guess so is Sensui. No, actually, Sensui's a lot more terrifying in a lot of ways. Toguro, you saw the monster, right? He didn't hide his monstrousness very much. Sensui does, and that makes him scary. Okay, we're going hand to hand with Sensui unexpectedly. Like, we did a full setup that was like, oh, you're gonna have to defeat all of his minions, and then we'll have a showdown at the gate where he'll try to maneuver Kuwabara into slicing the gate, and we'll try to kill him. Yeah, that'll be the end of the... Nope, he's just gonna show up and try to assassinate the person that you brought in, and also try to steal Kuwabara, and also fight Yusuke one-on-one and try and convince everybody of his goals, because he's terrifying. And he's also planned ahead. Oh, yeah, our timeline went from like a week to 2 days as well. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, okay. Well then, this has been a really interesting episode, and I'm excited to watch the next episode. Let's do that. I'm gonna take a breaky thingy, do a sinky thingy, be back in a second to do exactly that, to watch the next episode. See you in a moment. Peace. Alrighty, welcome back. Yusuke is on the attack, and Sensui is answering back with a kick, and I don't have anything else that rhymes with ack, so fuck it. Let's watch episode 78 of Yu Hakusho. Beep beep timer. Oh yeah, when are we gonna get Hiei back, if at all? Oh, some of those are new. Pretty clear cut. I don't know what that says. Yeah, Sniper's like, alright. Out of my league. Oh, you're gonna get yourself fucking killed. Well, I mean, yeah, he's in danger too. Okay. Okay, we're doing this differently this time. Nope. Okay. I thought that would be worse. Still pretty bad. Okay. Wow. You did ask for that. Hmm. 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 That's Taekwondo. Okay, it's not quite Taekwondo. Okay. Cool. Terrifying. Yep. Yep. uh. God damn it. We're fucked. But he won't interrupt that battle. Yeah, what the fuck is that? Oh shit, that's the kickball. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-uh. Shizuru. What? It's about to explode. To draw Kuwabara away. Good luck. If you can touch him. He's learning. Shit. Shit. Is that mid-roll? Oh my god. Okay, this is going badly. Also, how are Botan and Mitari doing right now? Because they just got exploded. Ah, Game Master. And Glutton, or Gourmet. A full-scale war, eh? He seems to be. Seems quite justified in that. And did they all split up? Uh-oh. The plastic wrap to hell! Oh, Shizuru! Oh my god, girl! She didn't mention Botan or Mitari upstairs. Oh shit, Shizuru. You are losing... Yeah. You are losing a lot more blood. Gone. Hello. But why? Bait, 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 bait. He's learning, but not enough. He's learning quickly. Funny to use the old phrase tilt at windmills. Yeah, that's bad. Wait, was that a plan? Yusuke? It was. Wanted to grab on, eh? Spirit gun! Ah. That's not good. Ow. Well, fuck. Double fuck, triple fuck, quadruple fuck. He doesn't know. He's just gonna take you, man. No, he won't. That's the old version. That might be a very good thing. Something about purpose? That means you're gonna put other people in danger now, Sensui? Oh. And yet... Fucking posing out the window. Come on, Sensui. You're just a JoJo's character now. That's not a bad thing. Sure, yeah, uh-huh. Fuck. They're all expendable to him. Just not to you. And that's your weakness. Oh, he just wants to convert them all. Oh, who's on the bike? Not gonna steal Kuwabara in this moment? Fuck. Can everybody see him just carrying a... Oh, shit, okay. I want more bloodshed. Yes. Kuwabara. Only Keiko knows now. Fuck. Oh. No, 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 no. All right, Pooh. Bye. He seems all right. Yeah. Yusuke just gets knocked out for no reason. Clong. Where is Kuwabara right now? Shit. And why doesn't it work yet? Because it, okay. Fuck. Gourmet? Welcome to the territory. Hi. Gourmet? Fuck. Fuck, he got all of... They won. They have effectively... He's driving? Are they dragging him fucking Achilles style? Oh my god. They won. We lose. Breaks both ankles. Something Game Master will do or something Sensui will do. Yeah, whoops. So, evenly matched. With ease. No. I am taking notes, but... Fuck you. That's awesome. Yeah, but no. Do not steal that bike, use. Okay. It is. It is. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's some dope stuff. Okay, so how do I want to start it with this? Because where I want to start is not on the actual events of the episode. Where I want to start is instead on the idea of a face-off with your primary villain before your characters are ready, because it's really cool. It's also a big problem because you want to show your audience the primary villain, right? You want that in play, and you want your characters to know who the villain is and be preparing for them and aiming at them so that there can be interesting psychological and like training interplay so that our characters have to grow to meet the threat that they have. But if your villain just shows up and is obviously more powerful than your heroes, then the question always arises. If the villain shows up in front of the heroes and goes, "Hi," why doesn't the villain just instantly off them? Just like, pew, 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 you're all dead. Why announce yourselves before Sniper takes a shot? Why do all of this chasing around instead of actually just killing Yusuke? Which we are led to believe that Sensui probably could fully kill Yusuke, especially in the first moments before Yusuke understands any of his abilities. instead of kicking him in the head, oh yeah, you kicked him in the head and kicked him away, you could kick him a lot harder and explode his brain, right? That's a belief that I have about Sensui. I don't know if it's necessarily true in like all the power levels that fandoms come up with and blah blah blah, but that's the thing that's implied here. And that's part of the reason that we show him fighting Sensui now. The question remains, why not just off your enemy now? For Toguro, the answer was, because we must fight on an official stage. We must prepare. You must fight up to me. You must prove yourselves worthy and grow. You have the potential, but you're not there yet. Sensui is different. He has a goal. They're in the way. He should just want to remove them. But why doesn't he? Because that's not his goal right now. Because his goal is steal Kuwabara. His goal is kidnap Kuwabara. And so in the back of our heads, we're going, he is toying with us. He is playing cat and mouse, and he is batting his prey around until it corners itself. And that is precisely what he does in this episode. And that is perfect. I love it. I like it a lot. It's good. It's good stuff. It's yay. 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 Why? Because it does all the things that I mentioned before. We get to see Sensui. He gets to interact directly with Yusuke. We get a dynamic between them of how they interact with each other. Sensui acting all cool and condescending. Yusuke being a bratty kid, talking up to a superior because he knows better on certain things, or believes that he does. Yusuke throws all his power at him. Sensui retaliates, but only enough to keep him interested and keep him running after him. Bunch of other things happen in this episode that are just really cool, like Sniper pinning them down in the room, Shizuru making the active choice to go after her brother and try to save him. That's some badass stuff. Shizuru's always been kind of a badass, but that's a moment. That's a moment. And now she's bleeding out, which is a problem, but we'll see how that plays. Sensui running through populated areas and forcing Kurama to stay his hand with the rose whip. As accurate as he is, he can't risk hurting innocent civilians. Also, they're just demonstrating powers in front of people now. I guess that's a thing we do now. Cool, great. Do people not see those? Do people not see the rose whip that Kurama is carrying around? How does that work? I don't know. Doesn't really matter too much. What matters is exactly what we said before, which is that villains being willing to put innocent lives in the path of the heroes slows the heroes down, and that is exactly what we see here. There are a bunch of really cool dynamic shots over the course of the episode, from Yusuke popping back up to his feet after previous things, or Sensui's swings. There are also a bunch of cool moments where Sensui off in the far background is this like skinny, willowy built like little scribble almost that give him so much distant character. It's cool. It's really cool. Okay, bad stuff. Sniper, bad juju, sniper. And power, and explanation of power, and explosions of power. But just like the entire episode, he misleads with one hand while actually performing the magic with the other, right? Misleads with one hand while stealing your wallet with the other. Misleads with one hand while firing the ball at Nitari and Botan and presumably Shizuru up in the apartment room. Cleaning up loose ends on one hand while distracting you with the other. He's a magician of sorts, right? An evil magician. Rawr. But that is exactly what he's doing. Get all these moments of terror as this ball of energy comes in, and we get them all jumping out of the way. I actually really like this little moment. We just see hair, like, pew, 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 just all going past, and then we spiral up and around. He has too much control over it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And we don't know how Botan is at the moment. She may have been exploded, but I don't think so. I think Mitari's probably dead, though. Or close enough. Because that was the goal. And as we see in this episode, Sensui achieves his goals. He is used to getting what he wants. Gosh, these little moments where we cut to Sensui and he just, like, glares.
Kid, for such a dumb kid, you've got a pretty smart mouth, Urameshi. What, do you like smarts?
Oh, he's got so much, his lines are so much better too. Yusuke's like, "Oh, you dumb dingus, I'm gonna kill you," and Sensui's like, "No." He's so cool. Why are bad guys always so cool? Fucking bad guys. Okay, so yeah, you'll never read my bonk. Okay. Okay, he read your moves. He will continue.
Getting pissed. It's a shame Junior couldn't find a better replacement. I just can't decide if I should be insulted or flattered.
Such contempt. Wow. And we introduced that Gourmet and Game Master are in here as well. Sensui continues to bait our team, splitting them up bit by bit. Shizuru is in a bad fucking way, but still trying to hide it and be strong for the others because that's how she do. Gotta love Shizuru. We do a repeat of the crowd walks by and then Sensui turns and smiles. Hi. Fuck. Every time, man. So freaking scary. And off he runs, off he trots. We do see over the course of these battles that Yusuke is getting closer, right? He's blocking incoming blows. He's learning. He's figuring Sensui out, just not fast enough. And this is part of the flaw with the whole the villain shows some of their hand before actually needing to, before there's actually like a direct confrontation. Because now we know a little bit about who Sensui is and what he can do. We don't have the time to train, though. So it seems like he doesn't mention this, but it seems like we can figure out that trade-off in Sensui's mind. Yes, I inform my enemies of my potential, of my abilities, but they don't have the time to stop me, and I need to reach this goal immediately. Therefore, it is worth it. That's cool. It's cool when you can infer a calculus behind a character's actions, regardless of whether it's actually explained in the course of the show. But yeah, we see that he is ducking and dodging a lot of the blows, deflecting a lot of these kicks. But one of them always gets through. And even then, he comes up with a plan. Grab you, hold you back, and Sensui does the flippy kick thing that is like, bam, no, okay, well, shit, fuck, god damn it, okay. Kuwabara, sword doesn't work. I thought that could be good, but Sensui knows too much to know that, to like be misled by it, or to think like, oh, I guess Kuwabara isn't the one I need, I'll look somewhere else. I was hoping for that for a moment, but no chance. And he fully blocks the Spirit Energy Blade without even trying. That's bad. What is this transition? Thonk. Oh, okay, it isn't I thought it flashed between here and there, but it doesn't. Yeah, it just switches to that, which is really cool, by the way. This, like, it's almost like a doorway opening behind Kurama as he runs. It's cool. It's neat. I guess it's supposed to be like a hallway? I don't know. It's neat. Sensui just poses his way out a window. Motherfucker, you just pose your way out a window. You just jump out the window and strike a fucking pose. Got your fucking hand in your pocket. Just chilling. Doing a little yoga tree pose over there. Fuck you, Sensui. Badass, but a monster. Yeah. People all around, and to Sensui they are darkness. What of a few innocent lives to get rid of me? Don't you want to make this utilitarian, simple calculus? Don't you want to become like me? Don't you want to understand morality the way that I do? No. No, I don't. But he'll use that. He'll use that thoughtfulness on the part of his enemies. And that's good. I mean, it's evil, but it's good evil, you know? Okay, poor Pooh takes a hit on the forehead that presumably would have killed Keiko because Pooh is, I guess, an immortal plushie. Good. And Kuwabara runs straight into a territorial trap, and we don't know what the trap is. What we do know is that Gourmet has incorporated Elder Togoro's powers. What about his mentality? Is he just gone? I assume that he's just gone. Like, since we didn't actually need whiny Mr. Toguro going like, we must get Yusuke. Rawr. He just needed the powers. Which come in handy here when you're trying to capture somebody. Oh fuck. Does that mean that Gourmet can steal anybody's powers if he eats them? How does that work with the territory situation? Is his territory just anything inside his stomach is his now? That's terrifying. I like it. I like that as an idea. That makes him very scary. Just bites off Kuwabara's hand and suddenly can create swords. Oh no! Can you imagine a Kuwabara sword at the end of a Toguro arm? That's bad. That's bad. That's why you never arm octopi. You never give them weapons. It's a bad move. 8 swords. Oh god, I now so badly want to invent a race of sentient octopi people who wield swords. How great would that be? Oh, they would be pirate people. They would wear little pirate hats and little eye. Wait, they only have one eye, don't they? Fuck, they would just have like an eye patch. And that's it. And they wouldn't be able to see. Fling swords around. Monster. Terrifying. I like it. I might write that out later, but not right now. So they got Kuwabara. Their goal has been reached. We blast with energy. I love the little freak out that they go through. Oh fuck, I wasn't thinking. Oh no. My power, too much to control. And Sensui just sort of casually creates a little ball of energy. And it's like, nah. Super powerful spirit gun. Nah, don't need that. Just go away. Oh. So, we lose the day. We fully lose the day. Sensui had a goal. Our goal was to stop him from getting to that goal, but because of little bits of failures of communication, or communication that just happened like moments after it should have, or after it needed to, we lose Kuwabara, and thus, the enemy's plan continues. So, 2 days until the barrier goes down, 2 days until the portal is open. They have Kuwabara who they need. It doesn't work yet. It doesn't work yet. His sword doesn't work properly. I wonder this. Will Sensui torture Kuwabara in order to try to get him to manifest his blade? And in doing so, will he try to find somebody who Kuwabara cares about and put them in danger? And if so, will that somebody be Yukina? And if so, will he actually show up? Ooh, I just had that thought. That's a pretty good thought. I could see that playing out. Okay, maybe. Regardless, we are screwed. This is really bad. This is as bad as it gets, basically. I am excited. I'm excited because our characters must overcome. How will they do so? How will they come to grips with this? They have failed, right? They let one of their friends be taken. And they were baited this entire time by Shinobu Sensui. Yusuke has to recognize that his opponent is worthy, is terrifying, is more than somebody that he can just quip at. He has to turn on, and so does everybody else. Excellent. Okay, this was a wonderful pair of Yu Hakusho episodes. I really like these, and I like where we're going with this whole arc, and I like where we're going with Shinobu Sensui as a villain, and yeah, this is good. I'm going to wrap there. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Yu Hakusho episodes 77 and 78. Yes, I hope you enjoyed them as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next week when we watch a couple more. See you there. Peace.